All right, so the next question is how did you meet Phibbs?
How did I meet Phibbs? There's a few speculations onto that one, but the real one was at a party. We were just hanging out, and I met him in a park. I think he might have met a girl or something. Can't fully remember, but we sort of knew of each other, like through graffiti and through like gang shit. And but yeah, we sort of just met up, and we had a lot in common, and we were just kind of like pretty inseparable in some ways because we were just always keen to do cool shit, you know, like everybody else was a bit gay, like, oh, I just want to get high, or I just want to drink, or I want to go to work, or oh, I've got to hang with my girlfriend. And then Phibbs was a little bit more up for anything, for doing things. So that's sort of built a friendship. But he's always got, there's a song actually, I got an old song about meeting him, which is about like he thinks I'm not real. Like he thinks he's in the Truman Show or some bullshit. And he thinks like, yeah, like everyone around is not real, and they're like not really his mum, and they're not really, and he'll get paro and just like wig out and be all like, you're not even fucking real, you're not my friend, like you're just a fucking actor, and he'll just go fucking completely flipped out and just disappear. So I sort of made a song about like, you know, I'm not even real, that like the night I met him, he got knocked out by some dude, and like he woke up like, and everything that's happened is just like all in his fucking head, and then like one day he's just gonna wake up and like be in a hospital, and it's like only an hour's passed, but like in his mind it's been like 5 years, and like he's dreamt all this shit we've done together, and all this music and everything that's happening right now is all in his fucking head, and it's not even real. And that always does his head in heaps fucking good. So if you do that to him while he's paro, fucking you're in for a good show.
That's awesome. Here's a good one. Pretty much everyone, there was like two or three of these. Everyone wants to know all of the information, everything about the Jack of Hearts.
Oh, old Jack. Well, fuck. It's not something I usually get into too much. So I'll briefly skim across it because, basically, fuck, it'd be more heck than I thought. Jack's sort of like, a lot of people think we're the same person, which isn't the case. I'll make that quite clear now that we were related, you could say, and I sound a lot like him, and we were pretty similar. But the Jack of Hearts is dead, and I don't like him at all, and we're not really friends, and we never really were friends. And basically, the Jack of Hearts sort of slid me rapping in some ways, but it was more like I had to fulfill his legacy after he was dead. And so Harmony was my old rap name. That was sort of like the curse of Jack of Hearts, and it's only now being ex-death that I can really be free of all the bullshit I had to do for him. It's all hectic, and I don't really expect anybody to understand, but basically the Jack of Hearts was somebody close to me that's now deceased, but he was a fucking total loser, and yeah, I mean, I often get claimed, more so by older fans. A lot of people say, "Oh, you know, you did this song or you made that song," and it's not me; it's actually him. But we sound so similar, and we sort of had the same thing. We sort of both wore masks and shit. So you know, a lot of people get us confused, and I've never really been one to be like, no, that's not me. I've kind of done the dodgy and just been like, yeah, cool. If you like the track, it's me, sure. But yeah, it never really was me. So I guess I was a bit of a snake at times, and sort of ripped off a lot of his music as my own. But yeah, it was times.
Would you like to get it off your chest now what songs were or weren't yours?
Okay, songs are not are I don't know, these are pretty old. You have to be an old school fan to sort of hear them. But songs that weren't mine was "Nice Night to Fight." A lot of people say that's the sickest song I've ever heard of you. It's not me. I'm not in it. Jack O'Lantern was a song written, and then I ripped it off and remade a better version of it for myself on my Harmony EP called Harmoween. And PFAT, there's a song called PFAT about our faggot mate. He was a real fag. He was pretty cool. We still hang out with him. But he wrote a song that I featured in it, but I didn't do most of it. And I mean, like they're probably the main ones anybody will actually point me out to. You get like one out of every 1,000 fan that might be like, oh, and you did this song as well. But you know, like most people don't really listen to any of the stuff that he done. So they're the only ones I ever get pulled up on that I get told is me. And it's not to say, yeah, they're me. It's just people come up and say, this song was awesome because some fan out there somewhere has told them that it's me. So I just haven't really been the person to get into it. I don't really like getting into the whole Jack thing. So I'm not usually one to be like, no, that's not actually me, man. It's this guy, because then I have to explain who the fuck this guy is. And then it just goes on for ages and it's just fucking bullshit. So I just try and I'll just be like, yeah, cool, man. Like, whatever. I've never really given the impression it's me, but I've never really given the impression it isn't either. So I've sort of stalemated on it, I guess, until now.
I don't. I guess that's pretty deep. That's pretty crazy.
I don't know. It's like it can be, people can make a big thing about it, but yeah, it's sort of. I was gonna like in our documentary, I was gonna bring it up and just reflect on it a bit, because you're right, it is a question that gets asked a lot. But I get a lot of newer fans and a lot of newer interests like yourself, and it's sort of something that will eventually just die off and people will forget all about. So I haven't really ever gone into big detail about it. I guess that's just more for the old fans that are a little bit confused.
So I could see it now whenever you have like at least like 50, 60 songs on YouTube or something like that. All your like 20-year-old or 14-year-old or whoever fans are going to go on your like newer videos and you're like, you guys remember the Jack of Hearts? And everybody's going to be like, who the hell are you?
Exactly. And then they're going to, I'm old school because I know that motherfucker. Yeah, so it's never going to be something that rests. People are going to respond to this video being like, bullshit, it is you. Fucking, I know it's you, or whatever. But, I mean, this is me saying what it is, and that's the story I'm running with. So that's the story for now. But, yeah, I mean, maybe one day I might have a fucking breakdown or something and get into it a little bit more. But I highly doubt it. I just figure when things are over, man, they're over, and you've just got to kind of move on from that. And people that don't deserve fame shouldn't be brought up in fame. So I try not to ever really get into my haters or anything like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's a past thing that happened before I even rapped. He was around before me, and he fizzed out before me. So, yeah, it's just the past, man.
All right, I'm going to end this recording here and re-record part 5, I think. So hold on.